In 1989, a man named Henry leaves behind the life he knows and disappears into the Wyoming wilderness. No crowds, no family, no obligations, just trees, silence, and a wooden tower perched above a sea of forest. This game makes you feel truly alone. It makes you feel like everything around you could collapse at any moment. And somehow, that's okay. Being swallowed by nature, away from the noise and horrors of the world, makes all that suffering and hubris feel smaller, quieter, easy to carry. It's just you. It's just the trees. It's just your thoughts. But the question Firewatch asks, is it okay to be alone? The game starts on an interactive text screen, giving you context as to your life and who you are as a character. It tells you that your name is Henry, and you spot a good-looking girl called Julia. It takes you through the wonderful feelings of first love, saying how you're obsessed with her and going through the details of moving in with her, and it's truly romantic. Meanwhile, all of this beginning story is interlaced with interactable 3D scenes, assuming that this is the present day of what you're actually going through now, and this story being the past. Your and Julia's love flourishes. You end up moving in together, and before you know it, you've spent a year in each other's presence. Life is good. But life can only be good for a short while, and Julia ends up being different over time. You take her to the doctors, and you find out that she's got early onset dementia. You don't know what to do. The love of your life is crumbling before you. Everything gets worse and worse, and you don't know how to deal with it. You tell her parents and they hate you and they ship her away, and you just can't deal with it until you see a job listing for a fire watchman in the Wyoming forests. You take it. After hiking for 2 days, you reach the Two Forks lookout tower. You slowly climb up the rickety stairs, just hoping that they won't break. The place looks like it's been abandoned for years, until...
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
You pick up the radio.
I know you're there. Your lights are on.
And this is where one of the game's defining features shows up for the first time.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
And she's extremely friendly.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me? Okay, good night, bye.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
And your first day starts with sleeping, and a lot of it.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
And if this game couldn't be creepy enough already, it's nice to know there's a lady watching you while you sleep.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
And cleverly, you locate the round thing with the map on it.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Fireworks. Something that very much isn't legal.
Are those fucking fireworks?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
So we head down to beat the shit out of some children.
Like kick the shit out of them sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit. Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
A very secure code to keep valuables inside.
Secure.
And so we head off, alone into the forest to stop these fireworks. It is your job, after all. And this is where the game opens up quite a bit. It gives you a map, a little location finder is where you are, where you need to go. But from here, you can explore wherever you want. It's just you and the forest. You alone here with just the objectives to slowly complete. You could choose to ignore them and just wander around. But you're alone now, lost in the nature. You make it to the first supply crate with the very secure code of 1234.
I found the supply box.
And these crates can be found all over the game. They have updates to the maps for new areas and routes that you might want to explore, and little story logs and notes from people. And this note here is from Dave, and it's telling Bron that he put some food in here that he likes, and also some stuff that he couldn't be bothered to carry.
Hey, there's a snack in here. Probably gonna eat it.
You definitely do not want to do that. Whatever's in there has been in there for years. That's how you get food poisoning.
And after eating a very in-date granola bar, we grab the rope and head off to throw ourselves down a mountain for free. Firewatch is the type of game that you can get lost in if you're not careful. It's such a beautiful, tranquil place that you forget that it's a game. You could just sit here, set up a fire, and stay forever. But Henry continues on, throwing the rope down the cliff and about to abseil down a cliff with this extremely safe-looking rope.
No! Oh.
Unsurprisingly, the old rope completely breaks and a large arse is the only thing that saves us.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
And with the utmost sympathies from our companion, we continue to go and stop fireworks with probably a broken back.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
And the scenery is beautiful, and it makes it even more annoying that these people decided to litter everywhere.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans, they threw them all over hell. What do you know, people with shitty manners drink shitty beer. They left half a bottle of whiskey, decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
And obviously, Henry decides to take the decent whiskey. Payments, I'm sure.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Well, confiscate them.
And with the fire completely put out, and the explosive, colourful things in a bag, we go to actually find the people setting them off.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
And looks like these pyromaniacs have boobs.
There are, panties?
They are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
And strangely, Henry picks up the underwear. I would have just burnt them.
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Don't pull any more shit or you're fucked, alright?
Don't threaten us.
Yeah, who the hell are you, creep?
He's just one of those low.
Oh, hey, put that down.
I'm sorry for bothering you. Can you just knock it off, please?
Yeah, you should be. This is a free country, and we should be free to do whatever we want. Later, Skeezer. We're gonna tell everyone there's a perv out here.
And after saying they have the right to do whatever they want, we decide to leave them be.
I hope they drown.
Yow. But seriously though, thanks for dealing with it.
These forests are somewhere you could quite happily get lost in. There's always something so comforting about just being in a place where you can't hear any humans.
I found a sweatshirt from the University of Eastern Colorado.
There's a University of Eastern Colorado?
I really don't think there is.
And then for the first time, we actually find some company that isn't a walkie-talkie.
Oh, I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
Now, what do I call it? Looks like a,
Oh, this ought to be good.
Mayhem Junior.
That is peculiar.
And after comfortably commandeering a turtle and making it ours without asking if it wanted to, Henry hikes back to Two Forks through the wilderness.
I take it you fell prey to the Forest Service's big recruiting effort? When it comes to, how the hell you ended up out here?
I saw the job in the paper and figured, what the heck?
What the heck? I've got no ties and no life. Better go spend what's left of it in utter loneliness.
Something like that?
Yeah, thanks to last summer, the bump in Forest Service budget actually allowed for us to advertise for the job. Glad it worked. Federal government almost let Yellowstone National Park burn to the ground. Ring a bell?
Yellowstone is 15 miles away. Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did.
And Henry continues to hike up through this ominous ravine.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north. Try not to get hit by lightning.
I got hit by lightning when I was 9 years old, so I'm safe.
And we come across another lonely deposit box and decide to open it to copy the map details to ours. But whoever last locked this and left this box alone left something really quite helpful. And now we could use that new flashlight to enter quite a dark and mysterious cave.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks. NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So
I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
Hello?
I wonder what would happen if someone got lost down here, trapped and fell and couldn't get out. Though part of the cave is completely locked off.
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
And then the first truly creepy part of this game happens next.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else? Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Even though Delilah tries to tell us that it's just a random person, there's something about being alone in nature and someone directly staring at you that will always be off-putting. And when you came to a place like this to be alone, to get away from humanity, and when you see someone when you thought it was just you can't help but look over your shoulder more often and wonder if they'll still be there. After making it to the top, Henry takes a second to catch his breath.
Damn it.
And then falls over.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never.
The humour and dialogue in this game are definitely one of its main strong points, as it makes the characters and events that happen within them feel so much more real. Maybe you're not alone.
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell...
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Henry's tower has been completely trashed, and that man is nowhere to be seen.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
This feels like a complete and utter invasion of privacy, a complete and utter violation of your isolation.
The place is trashed.
Do you have any idea who could have done this?
I did probably piss off the girls at the lake. Fuck them.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a couple of young women and question any they find. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it, and now I've got to worry about some, violent campers? I need you to feel safe out here.
Do you feel safe? You came here to escape your horrifying life after all.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you can protect yourself, huh?
I just don't worry about it.
Perfect. Keep that attitude up and you'll have an excellent summer.
Day 2 starts with a warm cup of coffee in a very cold room.
Wake up.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem. That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
And Henry's second job as a fire watchman is to do something unrelated to fire.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
And once again, we grab our bag to go and get lost again in the beautiful nature. I wonder what would have been going through Henry's mind right now, as he's having to get on with the day's work while his wife is currently dementing in a care home. Obviously, he came here to escape, to be alone, because there's nothing he could have done. But does that make it okay?
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
I don't know. Just used to spend a lot of time with our dog, Mayhem.
Mayhem? What kind of name is that?
He was a German Shepherd, big as a truck.
So why not call him Chevy?
Well, we walked out of the shelter and there was some graffiti on a trash can and it said Dicko Mayhem. And he walked over and peed all over it and there you go.
That's a really cute story. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
But Delilah forgot to mute her mic.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you?
So we listen into what she's saying.
Okay, good.
Could it be about us?
No, I don't think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure.
Could this be about the break-in?
Would you? All right. I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard.
But then she just continues like nothing happened.
Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, I thought about it, and that story is cute, and, sorry, but you said we? You owned him with someone?
That would be my wife, Julia.
Oh, like your wife? Or like she's taken half my stuff wife?
My wife.
But you're here.
A very good and reasonable question.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Maybe Delilah's right. Maybe escaping is good sometimes, and it's your right to be able to escape when things get a bit too hard.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
And so we continue walking, trying to find if there's some sort of broken wire on this long winding path. And Henry comes across a different coloured supply crate, white compared to the normal orange, with the same extremely secure code as the rest.
Found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
And there's also an old, lonely, decrepit looking cabin.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello?
Delilah weirdly doesn't answer. It looks like someone used to live here, with old cigarette boxes and a fire finder there, as if the whole place had been set ablaze. Maybe out of curiosity, Henry headed down to the basement to see if there was anything else in this ruined cabin. Loneliness is a strange thing. When you want to be alone, you feel totally fine. But when you want communication, when you want to reach out for people and no one's there for you, that's when it feels like it hits the hardest. Another supply crate. There was more details to fill out our map, as well as a note between two people called Ron and Dave.
Who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes.
They're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know them that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded.
This game has a fantastic way of making it feel characterful and lived in, without ever actually showing you any characters. It feels like people lived here, that something went on here that we don't know about, and the only way we can tell is through fragmented pieces and objects left behind by people who aren't there anymore.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
And thankfully, our favourite two shirtless women are here to keep us company.
How could these girls be so stupid?
Trust me, I never underestimate the stupidity of a drunk teenager. Also, I never underestimate the balls of a drunk young woman, having been one.
And seemingly, these two drunk teenagers are the reason we can't communicate to anyone.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it.
That's actually good to hear. I can send someone out to fix it. Good find.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
And having found the supposed culprits, Henry headed off to find them. It seemed as though whoever was doing this wanted to cut them off from the outside world, make them feel isolated in a place of isolation. How could that even work?
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
The pack belonged to someone called Brian Goodwin, with a disposable camera left inside with 18 photos left.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition, too.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
Brian Goodwin was the son of a man called Ned Goodwin.
What, was he a fellow you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
So there was 2 people, Ned Goodwin, a fire watcher, and Brian Goodwin, his son, who lived in the exact same place that Henry currently does.
Why? Where did they go?
I don't know. I never really hit it off with old Ned, and, one day they were just gone.
People are usually out here for a reason. Either something at home isn't working, or maybe they're just trying to escape. But for a father and son who lived out here alone, to them run away is a bit weird.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood.
And now knowing where the culprits of the cut wire were, and having set a fire in a very dry forest, we set off to deal out some punishment, as Delilah said. The burnt down, dying trees somewhat resemble a mind decaying of dementia, doesn't it?
What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's. Like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck. What was it like when you guys found out?
How do you even answer a question like that?
Devastating. Especially for her. You can understand.
And for you?
Anyway, everything she worked for was taken away, and that was it. Yeah. I'm sorry to be such a downer.
So Henry, after a very uplifting conversation, threw his rope down a gorge and then proceeded to throw himself down it. This game has a wonderful ability of its atmospheric music. At certain points, when you reach certain landmarks or locations, it will start playing a pleasant soundtrack to just help hammer home your emotions. It exacerbates the loneliness, a subtle soundtrack while you're just lost in nature. And the game gives you questions to think about, as it drip feeds questions through the little conversations between Henry and Delilah on the little radio. You end up looking forward to these little moments of conversation to talk and feel a bit less lonely.
So, how'd you meet?
Met in a bar.
The birthplace of modern romance.
I stumbled over and told her she was pretty, and that was it.
Aw, you were brave.
I was drunk.
And Henry found a tree that was growing within the rocks, managing to break through it all. There's a lot of walking in this game. There isn't any fast travels and it requires you to use a map, which for a lot of people would be awkward. But I think that's probably one of his biggest strengths. It requires you to get into the shoes of this character and get fully immersed in nature. Feel the sense of loneliness that Henry probably feels. Feel his emotions to some extent, while having to grapple with his reality back home and the longing for more conversation from Delilah. And then Henry approached the rope column that almost made him wheelchair bound.
I'm back at the shale slide. You know, the one that nearly killed me yesterday.
You ready to give it another shot?
Do I seriously have to?
To get down to 5 Mile Creek? Yeah, afraid so. It's quite a ways downhill from here. What are you gonna do when the fire season wraps up? Are you gonna go be with her? Just go back to Boulder? You should go be with her. That's my opinion.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Right now, I'm trying to hunt down some vandals, and I don't even know what I'm going to do when I find them. I'm not thinking very far ahead.
You should go see her.
She's with her family in Melbourne. They're not big fans of mine. I think they always thought she could do better, and that I could have done a better job looking after her.
Fuck that. I have no doubt you did your best.
Henry seems troubled by it all, obviously. His wife's parents hate him, and his wife is going to forget him, all while he's alone in the Wyoming wilderness, trying to forget them.
How many hikers go missing in the Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and then the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
You really didn't like that guy, did you?
I don't know. I just had a hard time talking to him. I mean, there are lookouts who seriously won't shut up, who call me about every little thing that pops into their head. And then there are those who just want to be left alone. He was the latter.
And I'm the former, aren't I?
Well, I didn't want to say anything.
No, it's fine. I'll just chuck my walkie-talkie into the river.
Oh, come on.
And you'll never hear from me again.
Finally, peace and quiet. Woohoo!
In all honesty, Delilah seems more like the person who can't shut up.
Found one of their empties. Guess we're on the right track.
Roger that.
And with that, we were back on the wire-cutting girls trail.
It's a really nice waterfall down here. Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby.
Then, unsurprisingly, Henry comes across the inevitable campfire.
I see a campsite, and it looks like they've got a fire.
Is it them?
It seems like it. I swear, they must have dragged 4 cases of beer out here. Ah, found my sheets!
And thankfully, the mystery of who broke into Henry's tower had been solved.
I have entered the teen zone.
Oh, really? And where's that?
It's the name of a magazine for girls. It's on the ground here at their camp.
At least they know what good reading is and aren't just binging on comic
I found
books.
some dangerous hunks.
What on earth are you...
It's another one of those magazines. Their tent looks like it's been through the shredder, which would explain that scrap I found.
What could have done that? Like a bear or, I don't know, it sounds crazy, but even a bull elk if it's off its rocker.
Some of their clothes are all torn up.
That's not good.
Looks like someone left a note.
Intriguing. Maybe you should read it.
And the note was from the girls as to how they thought Henry was the one who trashed their camp, and how they'd be calling the police and they'd be suing.
They call the police because they think I attacked them.
Oh my god, well, did you?
Clearly, we weren't the ones who attacked them. There was either something else or someone else here that we didn't know about.
Then why do they think it's you?
Fuck, I don't know.
Huh.
Hey, I don't.
I believe you. Come on, Henry.
All right, it's weird what happened out here.
And with the girls clearly gone, that wrapped up day 2. Henry started day 3 with a good bit of maintenance, trying to patch the hole that was keeping his balls warm in the middle of the night.
Hey, Henry?
Yeah,
What do you look like?
why are you asking?
Because I'm horribly superficial.
And even though Delilah was our companion, we'd never actually seen each other face to face.
I could be Tom Cruise's good-looking twin brother.
Oh, that's too bad. I read in People he's like 5 foot nothing.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all.
Okay, well, that gives me a good start. Now let's see. In my scope, I can only tell you're a white guy wearing shorts. What do you normally like to wear?
I've never been the biggest fan of pointless conversations, but it's quite comforting here.
Clothes. I don't really think about it.
Oh, come on.
I got a sweatshirt I like, good jacket I got at the Buckle Barn, pretty thick beard.
Oh, have you always had a beard?
For a while, yeah.
All right, perfect. I want to know about your eyes.
Get out of here.
These questions were getting a bit weird and specific now. It was quite off-putting for someone who could see me on a telescope to be asking specific details about how I looked.
Your eyes, tell me.
They look tired, I think. Yeah, you know, you hit a certain age and you think you're a younger person who just looks tired all the time.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Henry.
You get what you need?
Absolutely.
And with the strange invasive questions over, Henry could get back to fixing the draft.
So, what should I do now? What's next?
What's next? What's next is you sit in that room until September 1st and call me at the first sign of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
And with the sudden realization that this wasn't going to be the really fun and exciting job it was the last couple of days, Henry just stood there, looking out over the forest, wondering what he was going to do. And at this point, the only exciting battle would be boredom that he'd be trying to fight off. And it was actually quite nice. He didn't talk to Delilah in a while, and he was fully alone for the first time in a while.
Hello, Henry. Having a nice afternoon?
Well, he was having a nice afternoon, until her voice came over the radio, I'm sure.
I might never leave.
Well, I called with some bad news. 2 young women, Chelsea Stevens and Lily McLean, were reported missing. They've got parents out in California who haven't heard from them in a week. They were supposed to meet an aunt down in Cody. If they're the girls from last week, then you're probably the last person to have seen them.
And seems like 2 stupid drunks have gotten themselves lost in a forest.
I didn't do anything to them.
What about their camp?
That wasn't me. You know that.
Don't get defensive. Look, it's not gonna be an issue. Should I just not say anything and save us the trouble?
Is it worth people potentially being dead, so you just don't have to be bothered?
I think it's worth mentioning something.
Yeah, I'll Well, keep it vague. I really don't want to talk to the cops.
Me neither.
All right, Henry, thanks. Enjoy the sunset.
And like that, the days passed with ease, with the worry of the police
Henry, wake up.
potentially gone. But we randomly get a call from Delilah in the dead of night.
Get out of bed and pick up the radio.
What do you want?
Hey, you big dumb idiot.
And it's your wife, Julia, on the other end of the radio.
Babe, it's late.
I know it is. You sound tired.
I am.
Are you having a nice time?
This is nice. It's good to forget the horrors that have gone on.
Yeah, it's good here. It's beautiful, you know?
That's great, Henry. Really great. Well, I'll let you get back to sleep then.
Okay, Jules.
Henry's broken.
Delilah seems nice.
Sure.
Bye, baby.
All Henry wants to do is go back to sleep. And 18 days later, Henry's required to leave the tower again to pick up supplies that are required to run it.
Is it too much of a pain in the ass to bring supplies all the way up to our towers?
Well, I get my stuff hand-delivered.
Oh, how's that work?
It's the perks of a decade of service. You're out hiking in 90-degree heat, and I get to do crosswords. Isn't life miserably unfair?
So Henry makes the fun climb in the scorching 90-degree heat to the supply drop.
So, like, 2 weeks ago, you called me in the middle of the night? You were sleeping, I guess, and all I heard was the name Jules through the mumbles. I just thought it was so sweet. I wanted to wake you up, but then I thought maybe you were having a nice conversation, and I'd just be spoiling it. I hope you're doing okay, you know, when it comes to her.
I am.
Good. I'm glad.
But then Delilah decides to open up.
Look, so a couple of months before I took this job, I was with this guy, Javier. Ugh, he's incredible, caring, sexy as hell. He was a driller down in Casper. We dated for almost 5 years. I was working with the Wyoming Outdoor Leadership School, and I was obsessed with it. I wanted to be an instructor so badly. And I was sure I was going to marry Javier as soon as I could be bothered. Walls was also a good excuse to get out of town, drink whiskey in the mountains, cut loose. Then, Javier's brother got killed working in Gillette, and for some reason, I didn't come home. I came out here, I lied, and told my sister he fucked our neighbor. I've just lied about it for over 10 years, and, for some reason, I wanted you to know.
And as Henry suspected, it seems like everyone comes out to these woods to be alone for some reason. And we eventually make it to the supply cache with all of the food rations, with the same extremely secure code as the rest. And the game gives us the option to take the other people's supplies, if you want.
Alright, I got everything I need out of here. Time to chow down.
Just yours, right?
Who do you think I am?
And then as quickly as the rain changes, a whole nother month passes in the blink of an eye. But then, there's a forest fire.
You've got a front row seat for what might be the biggest fire of the year. I'm gonna call it in. They'll send in a hotshot crew for some suppression, but she doesn't have a name yet. I usually think of something funny or something practical or a little risque when coming up with them. But why don't you do the honors?
Henry had to choose a name for the lonely red glow in the sea of black.
Delilah's a nice name.
No, you big dummy.
And he suggests the perfect name for the fire.
No, you were not. How about my middle name, June?
The June fire. Even though it's July.
I like it.
So there the June fire sat, burning a hole in the landscape.
So there's this creek down the hill, and, you know what my favorite thing to do is?
What's that?
I love to take a bottle of whatever I have on hand, plunge it deep into the water, and let it chill in there all day. And then, on nights like tonight, when it is so disgustingly hot, I have something nice and cool to drink. You would like it there.
But then, seemingly for the first time, Henry starts flirting with Delilah.
If I was there with you, I'm sure I would like it a lot.
Are you looking at the fire?
No, I'm not.
You should. Let me know when you are.
Okay, I'm looking at it again.
I love how they look at night. During the day, it's just smoke, but when the sun is down, you can just get lost.
There is something quite nice about a lone fire in the darkness. The warmth, the terror.
I'm glad you're here.
Why do you say that?
Because I do. I'm not crazy. I mean, we've had such a good time, right? I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you. Not in the same way. And I know you're not really available, but I want you to know, well, maybe it'd be nice to get together at the end of the summer. Look, we don't have to plan or even talk about it. I'm just having the thought. I wish I was over there.
I wish you were too.
We could sit outside. We could talk. We've got these radios. We could,
When you're on a sinking ship, alone in a black void, you'd be surprised what you try to grab onto.
What? What could we do?
well, let me tell you.
And while having only Delilah for company in this desolate forest, Day 76 rolls around quite quickly.
You're going fishing without a license?
It's one fish, and I'm sick of all the stuff I got to eat.
That reminds me, I keep hearing reports from Fish and Game about a problem bear they're trying to keep tabs on. Can you search around the lake for fresh tracks and just let me know what you find?
And now, our job as a firewatchman was apparently to find a bear.
Does problem actually mean murderer? Like how Charles Manson is a problem cult leader?
Oh, come on. You just have to look for tracks, that's it.
And then Henry comes across a clipboard that has far too much information on it. Who left this clipboard here?
What?
What's going on? You didn't actually find a bear, did you?
Someone has written down what we said to each other, have been saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you, not in the same way.
No way.
And then Henry hears an ominous sound.
Wait, hold on. Something's out here.
Henry? I'm worried.
So Henry heads off to see what made that noise. And he finds an innocent red radio, tuned into the same frequency as Delilah. Who had been watching them this whole time.
Henry? Are you there? What happened, Henry?
Holy hell, I got hit in the head. Punched or something by someone.
Are you serious? What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know. Jesus.
There was a location on the clipboard mentioned, a place called Wapiti Station.
What's Wapiti Station?
I don't know. Wapiti Meadow. Maybe it's Wapiti Meadow. It's on our maps. It's not too far from where you are right now. It's north of the lake. It looks like there should be a trail somewhere on the north shore of Jonesy Lake.
I'll start hiking that way now.
So Henry heads off to Wapiti Meadow as quickly as he can.
Someone is out here with the walkie-talkie, taking notes and talking to God knows who. What the hell do you think is going on at this place?
Apparently a lot of following you around taking notes, which is unfucking believable, Henry.
You're telling me. All right, I'm on my way to Wapiti Meadow. I'll let you know what I find.
Now this desolate forest didn't feel safe anymore, knowing someone was watching.
Whoa, Delilah, there's a big chain link fence between me and the meadow. I don't think I can get past it.
A fence?
Yeah,
How big?
big. It goes off in both directions, acres.
What the fuck is going on out here?
Looks like goddamn Area 51.
But given that someone just knocked Henry unconscious, a fence probably wouldn't stop him.
And what are the odds they left the gate unlocked?
Hey, actually, those guys doing the controlled burn, they might be able to help.
Where are they?
Beyond Ruby River, there's a scout camp. They burned a line a few days ago that should let you hike right to them.
Well, that's great.
If they haven't left, they're probably the type of guys who would help you get through that fence.
And so, determined to find an answer to this mystery, we needed to go to Ruby River to get some sort of bolt or fence cutters. Nothing felt quite safe anymore. Then again, who would feel safe in nature, knowing there's a man who's been recording your conversations, someone who's been listening to you the whole time, and is tracking you like a wild animal, ready to beat you unconscious at a moment's notice?
Hey, I called around. Things seem normal with everyone else.
Has anything strange been happening on your end?
No, nothing really.
Nothing really, or nothing?
Nothing. My door was open the other night, but that's not strange.
That doesn't sound like nothing.
It's nothing, I promise.
All right, I'm headed toward the camp anyway.
Okay. Keep your radio close to you.
Why was Delilah the only one we could talk to? Everything was going fine until this person had shown up. Henry and Delilah were getting along great, learning more about each other and enjoying their summer together. But now, knowing that they'd been being observed, being watched, how could you just sit and enjoy being alone when you weren't really alone? And then Henry reached the controlled burn, the place where the firefighters had set ablaze the forest in the hopes to contain the June fire from spreading even further.
Whoa, the June fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
No, that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
I found where they did the controlled burn. I can hike right through here now.
Yeah, normally they wouldn't do that so close to a body of water, but I think they're extra worried about a fire jumping the river and burning up to 2 forks, now that there's someone in it.
Well, I'm extra appreciative of that.
Then Henry comes across some abandoned snowmobiles.
There's some old snowmobiles out here.
That's crazy.
Looks like one of the poor bastards was cruising across this pond and dumped it.
The way that we would have used to get across Camp Arapaho was completely derelict.
Camp Arapaho.
You're there?
Yeah, I am.
It's been out there since the 50s.
I was never really into the idea of the scouts. I'm gonna walk the ravine and see if I can find some high ground to get across.
Good plan.
So Henry decides to take a clearly one-way path to the other side. Henry was right by the camp where the firefighters were staying. Maybe they knew what was going on here.
Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
Thankfully, there's a conveniently placed axe.
I found an axe.
If one of the crew left it, that thing is actually called a Pulaski.
It looks like an axe to me.
Henry then comes across a memo with information concerning the thing behind that fence.
Hey, D, they left something behind. It's like a memo from their boss.
The memo detailed about a research station that needed protecting behind that metal fence. It didn't quite say the specifics about what was being researched, but it did concern Henry and Delilah.
A Wapiti Station clipboard with our conversations on it is just, what, recreation for them?
I'm just messing around. Somebody is obviously up to something. I'm freaking out here.
How would you react if you found clipboards and memos detailing all of your conversations you'd had for the last 2 months? I think you'd be pretty terrified.
Keep an eye out for anyone following you.
At this point, Henry was hiking back to Wapiti Meadow to break down that fence and hopefully get some sort of answers as to who was listening to them and why.
Are you there? I had a thought.
Let's hear it.
You heard someone in the bushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's assume we're being tailed. Or you are, at least. Where are you right now?
Just on my way back, in and out of trees in the middle of nowhere.
Do you see anybody?
No, definitely not.
But then the person on the other end of the radio makes a massive mistake.
Did you just cough?
No.
Now they have proof there is someone there, listening.
Fuck.
So Delilah hatches the only reasonable plan at this point.
Get in your tower, shut the door. Don't leave, and don't use your radio. I'll call you. Understand? I will call you.
Who was this person? Henry seems surprisingly relaxed, given the situation.
Thoroughfare Tower, this is Two Forks calling you for the, 50th time today. Delilah, for fuck's sake, answer your radio.
Hello, sunshine. Sorry, I went out for a little bit. What can I do you for?
Delilah was clearly talking, as though nothing was wrong.
You can do me for a trip out of here. I don't care if it's on horseback or a helicopter or in a canoe. Just get me out of here.
Henry, we have work left to do. Let's chat about what's bothering you and you'll feel better.
Are you serious?
Delilah was clearly talking in code. Because Henry has the intelligence of a brick wall, he clearly wasn't getting it.
By the way, I was wondering if your Flora of the Shoshone info poster was still up inside your tower?
What?
It's just protocol that those stay up. You know, info about your tower, the surrounding tree species, etc.
All right. Okay, yeah, it's up. Why are you acting like this?
Great. Just wonderful. Do you see the tree in the top row, second from the left?
Sure. It's the,
No. You don't need to tell me, just, internalize it. It's a great tree. And there's an area called, that tree's name in your sector that maybe you should take a midday hike to.
Eventually, Henry actually picked up on what Delilah was putting down.
yeah, okay. Maybe I should go for a hike.
Because Delilah has the subtlety of an elephant, I'm sure the person on the other end of the radio knew what was going on too. Henry would have to stay on high alert, because I'm sure our mystery man would know something is going on, and would be trying to prevent it. Was this the same person who originally shined the flashlight in Henry's eyes all those months ago? And then I heard one of the strangest sounds I've ever heard in my life. But pretty much instinctively, Henry told Delilah.
What is it?
I don't know. It was goddamn terrifying, though.
Well, it could be an elk, or it could be someone trying to get you to radio about a loud noise so they know where you are.
Fuck.
How about you don't do that again?
At least there's one intelligent person on this duo, and it definitely isn't Henry. And Henry came across one of the most beautiful and ominous looking trees that I've seen in this whole game so far. But then finally, Henry arrived at Cottonwood Creek.
I'm here at Cottonwood Creek.
You see the cash box there?
It must be around here somewhere.
It is. Find it and open it. I changed the code. It's 5678.
Are you kidding me?
I was in a rush.
At least Delilah picked a very secure code that this mystery man would never be able to guess.
Okay, found the cash box.
Great, open it.
And inside the box were some new map details that Delilah gave us and a brand new radio that wouldn't be tapped by the mystery man.
I've got it now.
Good. I spent all day getting you that radio. I hiked to a cash box, lied to a ranger, lied to another ranger, and hopefully you are now holding a clean, untapped radio.
Hopefully.
Holy fuck, Henry, we have to get into that site.
Normal Delilah was back, and you could finally start unraveling this mystery.
Whatever these people are doing is illegal, right?
Are you okay?
I don't know, Henry.
People have been listening to us all summer. How is this actually happening?
I'm scared.
I would be too, if I thought I was alone and really wasn't.
None of it makes any sense.
Am I just making all of this up? I mean, the eavesdropping, the spying, is this... Fuck, are you... Is any of this real?
But then everything gets a bit too overwhelming for Henry, and he has a mild breakdown.
Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
What?
Like Julia. And maybe it's happening to me, and I'm imagining that I have a boss out here and that we're being spied on.
Henry.
Maybe there was something in the water, or our condo was underneath some power lines, and you, Delilah, you're not real.
Henry, think about her. If what happened to her were happening to you, you wouldn't even be able to realize it.
Okay.
Henry, sweetie, I am real and this is happening. I'm as real as the sky is blue. Take a second and then call me back. I'm on your side.
And Henry felt great to know that there was someone by his side again.
Okay, I'm all right. I'm headed towards the site.
Good. Keep your head up.
After losing the love of his life, feeling alone next to the person who didn't even know him, and then running away and isolating himself in the forest, it felt like it was happening all over again.
Hey, I just thought of something not great.
What is it?
I filed a report that said that neither of us ever talked to or saw those girls, the ones that went missing a few weeks back.
So? I'm sorry, I'm not following you.
Henry, our radios were tapped the entire time we talked about it. Maybe even your first day when you had the run-in with them.
Oh no.
And of course, things could get even worse.
And those girls are still missing.
Yep.
Fuck, Delilah.
Fuck indeed. We really need to get to the bottom of this.
Delilah was right. There was now several reasons to get past that fence, to find out why they were being snooped on, and also potentially save their own asses at the same time. It's strange how the feeling of an environment can change so quickly. The forest went from a beautiful natural landscape that it felt brilliant to be alone in, like it was yours, that the beauty was there just for you, to something really ominous and scary, with the knowledge that someone is lurking out there in the vast wilderness that you can't see, but can probably see you. There's that feeling of being alone and knowing you're alone and it being comforting, and that slight twinge in the back of your head when you're alone in your room and you hear a noise, and then you aren't so convinced that you really are alone after all.
I'm busting the gate down. There's nobody around, and it's the quickest way in.
Copy that.
And so Henry enters the Wapiti research station. The forest was getting a lot darker now. The sun set, and there was no manufactured light to keep anything ablaze.
Okay, I'm at the site. I don't see anybody around.
Lucky for us.
Yeah, lucky for us. Dee, there's some serious comms equipment out here, wireless stuff.
What do you mean?
I'm talking a big 20-foot tall transmission tower. I mean, they could probably listen to whoever the hell they want. They're nestled down in this valley, which makes it impossible for you or any lookout to see them.
Convenient, and makes you wonder why they tried to hide what was going on.
Oh, they're doing something with the soil out here, too. It's all gridded off.
Who knows what else they're up to?
And there's all sorts of contraptions and shit out here.
Like what?
Dishes and stuff on metal legs. There are wires all over the place. I don't know. I'm not really up on high tech. I mean, how the hell did they get all this stuff out here?
The Army Corps of Engineers put our towers out here, so...
You think it was the government?
I have no idea. I just mean it's possible. I mean, every once in a while I'll meet a lookout who's deep into that, like, black helicopter conspiracy shit. Maybe they actually flew it out here in one of those.
The main tent looked lived in.
I'm in their main tent.
What's it like?
It's definitely some sort of monitoring station.
And Henry picked up a strange device that was designed for tracking something.
Okay, this thing is losing its mind, beeping like crazy.
I can hear it. What's it after?
Just wonder where they are. All of their stuff is here.
Figure out what that thing does and then get the hell out.
Okay. Got another clipboard here that confirms that they're tracking our movements. The log they've got tracks the movement of 4 subjects. They've got a map with all sorts of paths and areas marked out on it. There are lines that look like some of the paths I normally take.
Are you positive it's you?
Found their main monitoring desk.
There was plenty of equipment. Barometers, maps, radios, earthquake monitors, and trackers, half of which Henry didn't even know the function of, but that was by no means the worst thing in that tent.
Yeah, I'm not sticking around to get hooked up to it.
And a black folder labeled Subjects, Henry and Delilah, with far too specific details about each of them, detailing things like susceptibility to manipulation.
Are you shitting me?
What? What is it?
There's a folder of reports here.
What do they say?
They're assessments about the 2 of us. There's stuff in here about Julia.
Like what?
Stuff I didn't tell you. This is...
What does it say about me? You said there was one about me.
And it looks like they've been following me around. What I do when I'm out hiking? Jesus.
Henry, do you hear me?
It says that you and your boyfriend are still together.
What? We're not. They're messing with us.
Yeah, okay.
They are. How do they even know who he is? How the hell does this... I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Maybe that's what they want us to do.
What do you mean?
Maybe they're trying to push us to the point where we do something crazy. It's all right. I'm just gonna hike back. We have the wave receiver, and tomorrow we can figure out what to do.
So Henry, clearly terrified, headed back to his lookout tower. Was it even safe anymore? And the looming presence of someone tracking you like an animal just grew and grew. Looks like Henry won't be going back down there anytime soon to check for more evidence.
Delilah, there's smoke coming from the site.
The mystery man was there, watching us the whole time.
What the hell happened to you? It's definitely not the best idea.
It wasn't me.
What do we do?
We just call it in like any other fire.
And what about who started it? What about them?
The person who started it?
Yeah.
We're talking about people watching us out here who are now burning the forest and everything in it around us. I don't know what to do about that.
Except get the hell out.
Yes, get us the hell out of here.
That was the first good idea they had in the last 77 days. To keep himself busy, Henry had been writing down all of the notes and theories that he had thus far.
This receiver just picked something up.
What thingy? What now?
I found a device that picks up frequencies. It's how I found the reports last night, and it's going off now.
It just picked up a frequency?
Yeah, what could it be?
I don't know. You gotta find out.
All right, I'm on my way now.
Something seems off with Delilah.
You know what I just picked up?
No.
A fifth of Major Bueno tequila from the creek.
Are you drunk?
No! I am getting drunk.
Delilah was currently washing her sorrows away in tequila.
Hey, Dee, I don't want to harsh your vibe, but maybe, just maybe, that's a bad idea.
Henry.
What?
You're harshing my vibe. My thinking is I could stay up all night worried I'm gonna lose my job because of the side fire, or I could not worry and let the chips fall where they may. It's not like there's any proof we were down there.
My thinking is I'm gonna follow this wave receiver.
Ooh, I like it when you think.
Ay.
So Henry continued to follow the mysterious beeping device in the hopes that whatever it was following would end up giving some answers. Maybe. It was tracking a strange backpack.
Shit! What?
The mystery man must have left the alarm there to know when we got the bag. And hooked on the outside of the bag were the keys that would allow us to enter that cave.
Dee, I found some sort of supply bag, light camping gear, some clothes, and basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine, but there's also a set of keys here. I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is. Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
So Henry headed back to his tower to find out. At least that's what Delilah thought.
Oh. Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink too.
I'm not in my tower.
I am looking at a man standing in your lookout. And it's not you.
It is not me.
Oh my god, go.
I'm going.
So the bag was just a diversion, so he could get in our tower without us knowing. What was he looking for in the tower? Would he just be waiting and laying another trap for us?
I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
And he left an ominous cassette player.
Left a cassette player taped to my damn door.
I don't
Here's to
know what
hoping
to
it's
say to
not a
that.
bomb.
Well, let's see what's on it.
I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down. The grass is dry as hell here. It would go up in a second.
And looks like we were going to be the ones blamed for this forest fire.
Talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea. Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, Henry?
What was this mystery man doing? Why was he just toying with us? Why wouldn't he just kill us? What does he want?
I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down. The grass is dry as do this to us. We should just burn the place down. The grass is dry.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Burn the place down.
So, I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
So Henry was heading down to the cave in hopes to find something, but what he'd find would be even more horrifying than anyone could imagine.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout? It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kinda just wish I hadn't.
I don't even know how to call anyone other than you. And please, rest assured, I would have found someone with a better sense of humor a long time ago.
Okay. Thanks.
Here it was, entering the drop down to the cave. The place that would probably have answers. Cave 452.
What the hell?
Looks like someone didn't want us leaving and decided to slam the gate behind
Jesus,
Henry.
this is a big cave.
For the first time this whole game, this would be one of the only times we were truly alone. No radio signals could get down this deep.
It's freezing in here.
Henry wouldn't be able to reach Delilah, even if he wanted to. It was just him and the man who locked him here. Henry could see a small child's red shoe illuminated by the sun on the rocks below. But Henry still needed to get out, so he ventured deeper and deeper into the cave in the hopes of finding some light.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
But then, on our way back to the tower, we find a little den that used to belong to Brian Goodwin.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle. Huh, Brian stole his dad's climbing gear, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it.
So Brian hid his anchors so his dad wouldn't make him do more climbing.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
And now we could use the anchors to bash them into the rocks to get a stable footing with our ropes and safely descend any gap now, including that one that led deeper into the cave.
What do you think is in there?
Probably something that will kill me. So, just sort of getting myself right with God or whatever there is. I just want to know. I want to know what is worth doing everything that's been done to us.
That was one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind. Why would someone go to all the effort to track our conversations, to blackmail us, to lock us in a cave? What for? But the receiver started beeping again, so clearly our mystery man had left us something else.
I've got a dead elk out here. It's torn up something good.
You think it got wise to a government program?
This elk is wearing a tracking collar. The wave receiver picked it up.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's numbered.
Like the subjects they were following.
Yeah, like that?
Well, that would make a lot of sense.
Seems like the researchers at Wapiti Meadow were just tracking elks all along. Maybe they just imagined being tracked the whole time. That was what was going through Henry's mind. Maybe they were just going insane. See, when you're alone, and you don't have much to stimulate yourself, minds will play tricks on you. They'll create fantasies and mysteries and puzzles for you to solve, just to keep your own brain entertained from the numbing boredom. Humans are fantastic at placing themselves at the center of a great mystery, of a great story, just to give themselves some sort of semblance of purpose, when all they actually are is just horribly alone.
Oh, also, those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them. Nobody did. They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and, landed in jail.
I wonder if they know anything. If there's some way to ask them about whatever happened at their camp.
I think we'd be smart to let sleeping dogs lie.
You're probably right.
But with one mystery solved, there was still a bigger one, so Henry headed back to the cave to delve deeper into its depths to see if there was some answers. There had to be answers, right? And with Brian Goodwin's anchors, the ones that he hid in a cash box for his dad, in the hopes that he wouldn't make him climb anymore, Henry was going to rappel down deeper into the cave. Clearly this man wanted us to see what was down here. He'd left the keys for us and the radio receiver. So what could be so important? A red figure lay on the ground.
Ah, shit. You... Oh, God. You're Brian Goodwin.
It was Brian Goodwin, clearly dead for quite a long time.
You fell.
Brian's father, Ned, had made him climb when he clearly didn't want to, had brought him to the forest when he wasn't allowed. And the boy fell down rocks, hit his head, and died. And now was forced to spend eternity in a dark, dingy cave, while nobody knew he was here except his father, as his body slowly rotted, alone.
Hey, Dee.
There you are. I've been worrying my ass off.
What could we even say to Delilah? That a kid she loved was decaying at the bottom of a cave.
Hey, I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry.
About what? You're freaking me out.
He's in there.
What are you saying, Henry?
The only thing in the cave is Brian. He's dead. His body is in the cave, Delilah.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. How does that... What? I don't... How?
Climbing, I think, or made to look like a climbing accident.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just what it was. I mean, he was probably exploring the cave and maybe his rope gave out. But whoever locked me in there probably didn't even know about him.
But Delilah would start blaming herself for this tragedy.
He'd be alive if I'd told someone he was out here. I don't know where he'd be, but I can assure you it would not be rotting at the bottom of that cave. There's nothing to say. Hike back. I think we're leaving tomorrow anyway.
And that was the last time today that Delilah answered her radio. But we still didn't have the answers we wanted. We only had more questions and a dead boy. This was Henry's last day in the forest. His last day of running away. So, he packed up all his belongings. At least the things he wanted to take.
You see that plane?
No, I was just busy packing up.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more. The service says this thing is 2% contained.
Well, is this the June fire or the site fire? Or...
Well, the two fires merged into one unmitigated disaster. They're renaming it after my lookout.
Henry still has Mayhem Jr. the turtle. Maybe he'll end up taking him.
We still don't know who was listening to us, who was following me around, who made that tape.
Yeah, all we have is the body of a dead boy who did nothing wrong.
But maybe we can still find these people.
Look, I think whoever's out there caused the site fire to cover their tracks, and I'm almost certain that when I get off the helicopter, I'm going to be led into a room and made to listen to a tape of me saying we started it.
And we don't know shit. What can I do?
The radio receiver was beeping.
Well, there's something for you to do. Holy shit.
Holy crap. Yeah, oh my god.
We don't know what it is. It could be nothing.
Yeah, it could also be whoever was listening to us, whoever made the tape.
Okay. Yeah, look, you should pack up everything you need in case we get the call and you can't come back.
All right, look, if something happens...
I'll remember you.
At least Delilah's great at comforting a man who might be dying soon.
I was hoping you'd have a backup plan or something.
Yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna move to Canada. Ontario, maybe.
No, I meant if something happens to me.
Right, if you don't find out who made the tape and I have to hit the road.
Forget it.
Be safe, Henry.
So it looks like it was just Henry on this final expedition through the burning forest. What would be at the end of this wave receiver would either have all of the answers we'd been looking for this whole time, or we'd end up at Henry at the bottom of the cave too.
Alright, well, I just got word that they are coming to get us. My place.
You sound worried.
No, it's just...
Brian?
I'll coordinate with the evac team and let you know when to head towards the tram. It's north. Far. Past where you found that cut back in May. There's an emergency tram out there that will let you hike to the rendezvous point at my lookout.
But before completely abandoning this burning hellscape, we needed to find what was at the end of this radio receiver. I wonder what was playing on Henry's mind right now, knowing that he's trying to solve a mystery in the middle of a burning forest, while afterwards he was going to be evacuated to his own unique flavor of loneliness back in Boulder.
Someone left a rope for me to climb up. I'm down near the lake.
How do you know it's for you?
There's a tracking collar tied to it. Someone was leading me here. And there's another tape.
Oh my god, Henry.
What would be on this final mystery tape?
Yeah, hi, Henry. Hey, you better find this before it burns up. We've been causing each other a lot of headaches. Now I gotta go stake out a site that's as fit for living as the one you're about to find. You'll get it when you see it. You can't blame me for keeping an eye on you. Not after bumping into you back in May. Down by the cave, for croc's sake.
The man who'd been following us was Ned Goodwin.
I've been up here for 3 years. I kept it cozy. Winters are harsh as hell, and I ran out of books. But I got that antenna rigged up, and Delilah, she's a record you don't gotta flip. I kinda get why Brian took to her. About a week ago, I stopped worrying about you finding anything out, and that's right when everything went shithouse with you two. You guys don't know anything about having kids, all right? Nobody knows nothing. It ain't Andy and Opie walking down the lake to fish every afternoon. It ain't Mayberry. But you gotta know I didn't kill him. All right, we were climbing. I was teaching him. Brian was uneducated in the way to do anything. He just fucking didn't sink his anchor the right way. You know, I thought about going back, having to answer questions, and having to get him put in the ground, and I didn't see the point. Don't come looking for me. Sorry about your wife.
Ned would now try to lose himself in the forest.
We found the surveillance operation.
Okay, what does that mean? What is it?
It was Ned Goodwin. He was the one listening to us, just him.
Ned Goodwin. He made the tape?
Yeah. He's gone. He's deeper into the Shoshone. He doesn't want anyone to know he's out here.
Because he killed Brian. Because he killed his fucking son.
He's got a survival bunker with radios and everything. He made it all up.
You need to get back here. They say the helicopters are making rounds.
Goodwin was the one who wrote the reports I found at the site. He wrote down everything he did to us. Everything he did every day. He was scared shitless.
I bet.
Can you feel sorry for a man that was the cause of his own son's death and then decided to hide out in the woods?
I guess he had a lot of time on his hands. This boombox looks familiar. He was rigging up stolen batteries to keep his stuff going.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We're in the middle of a fire that is at 22,000 acres and growing. Fast.
It's gonna burn all of this up.
Well, take a picture if you're so keen to remember it.
You're not?
I don't know.
I don't have any photos left.
And take a long look and let's go.
The big mystery to this game is extremely unsatisfying. You spend all this time crafting theories about governmental conspiracies and people trying to track you and going to the efforts to get second radios, with it all just to be one grieving man behind it all. We've been conditioned to expect a big bang at the end of every lit fuse. We think that all of the little details in our life that we pick up on and theories that we craft will end up leading to some sort of great big mystery or big answer. I think we want all of the little details to come together into something more, to come together into this exciting finale that makes it all have a meaning. Because it makes us feel better, makes us feel like we're not as alone in the world, that our lives aren't as pointless if all of the little things and mysteries we come across actually mean something more. It gives a point to it all, to surrender to the disbelief that everything is culminating into some big bang, rather than to just accept the unfortunate sad reality that maybe things are just a little bit meaningless, and you might just be better off being alone after all.
I know I should be relieved. Relieved that there's no evidence of us starting that fire. Relieved that we're not crazy. That there wasn't some conspiracy. But I'm not. He was a sweet kid. With a shitty father who hid out here like a coward after dumping him in a hole.
Delilah, I think it was an accident. And I don't think Ned meant to kill him.
We don't know what happened for sure.
Ned wanted his son to be able to climb and do the sorts of things he did himself, but Brian couldn't.
And how'd that turn out, Henry? Sorry. God, it would have been so easy to tell the truth and have him sent home. I can't stop thinking about it.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, I did. And now I've got to decide whether I tell people that he's down there so they can retrieve the body or not. And if I do, I'm going to be asked about Ned Goodwin.
Dee?
Oh, fuck.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, hold on. Hey! No, there's one more. Yes, here, yeah. Yeah, he's coming. Okay, 1 second. Hey, they're here, but they're making rounds. They'll come back. I think I'm gonna go with them.
Wait, just wait, okay? I'm not that far.
Henry, they're here. They're waiting right now.
Please.
Henry, I don't want to meet you and just sit here in a dead boy's shadow. Okay, I don't want to do that. I know that sounds harsh. Okay, I'll wait.
I'm not far.
Okay.
So now, with the only person left in the world that Henry wanted to see, we race towards Thoroughfare Lookout in the hopes to meet Delilah, in the hopes to maybe not be alone again. This game does a fantastic job of making you feel isolated in a vast, barren wilderness to give you that sense of isolation, but gives you a small lifeline of Delilah that you get connected to through the game, through the conversations and dialogue options, and you feel like she's your friend, your only lifeline, your lifeboat keeping you going. And then she just gets pulled away by the fire, by a helicopter. She just disappears. And then Henry, inevitably, like every single person that has ever taken a breath, will eventually be left alone again. And Henry reaches the emergency evacuation cable car over to Delilah's tower.
Hey, I'm at the evac spot near the ravine. Delilah, are you there? Delilah?
But there's no answer from Delilah. And after nearly 3 months of talking to a lady we'd never met face to face, we approach her lookout tower.
Oh, God, it's a nightmare out there. Hello? Delilah!
Delilah has already left.
Damn it.
Her lookout tower looks much comfier and far more lived in than ours ever did. There's a drawing of Henry on the wall, Delilah imagining what he'd look like as they'd never met face to face.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Hi. Yeah, it's me.
You're not here.
No. Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. I'm
You're not mad, you're just disappointed?
I'm not your dad after you got busted smoking pot.
I just couldn't be out there for another minute.
You could have just said that.
You really wanted me to stay.
I did. And now I'm...
Disappointed.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, it shouldn't take long for the helicopter to reach you.
Okay.
There's a debrief in a situation like this. Lots of questions.
Shit. So, taking stock, we found out an old lookout killed his only son and decided to become a lonely hermit.
Yes.
And we prevented one fire?
Basically started another.
Okay, so that's a wash.
Oh, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing every summer from now on that isn't this.
You're not coming back?
No. And you'll have to... I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what's next.
Tell you what, why don't you choose for me and I'll choose for you?
All right, sure. Maybe you could come back to Boulder with me and figure it out down there. Just a thought.
You don't want me down there.
Well, I just asked you.
Look, I've got some things to do in Casper, and maybe I'll head south sometime after that. I could come by, sure.
Okay. So, what about me?
I think you should go to Julia, and then you can figure it out. Maybe put that typewriter to good use. Give me a sexy accent or something if you write about this.
Yeah.
You gotta go see her.
Would you?
Henry, Look, you came out to put your memories behind you, and they're still right there in front of you.
She won't even recognize me, Delilah.
You're not just going for her.
You don't know what it's like.
Bad things happen, okay? And you have to find a way to contain the damage. A good way.
Well, hopefully I can figure out a way to do that.
Yeah, I hope so.
God, this got dark.
Oh shit. Sorry.
There's the helicopter.
Good. They'll land back where you hiked up. Good luck, Henry.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, sure thing. Bye, Henry.
And that was the last time Henry ever heard or spoke to Delilah. All that was left to do now was walk onto the helicopter. And then the game fades to black. The ending is unsatisfying, while you're left longing for answers you'll never get. But you'll come back to the forest time and time again, just for that one chance to be alone again.